KAVU TV 25 Victoria.
Hello and welcome to Community Crossroads. Here's a look at what you can expect on today's show. We hear from a doctor from DeTar. We learn about Jaguar Day, we learn about some scholarships, and we hear from some talented students at Howell Middle School. First, we hear from DeTar Hospital. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Community Crossroads, Dr. Sidhu and Ms. Jolene Balboa, the Director of Nursing.
Director of Cardiovascular Services.
Director of Cardiovascular Services. Thank you for correcting me. And today we're talking about a new technology in
Physiology.
Electrokinesiology.
Physiology.
Definitely not a doctor here. So talk to us about this cardiac rhythm management device and how it's changing the way you treat patients.
So pacing has been around for quite some time, several decades. Initial pacemakers were implanted in the abdomen surgically.
Oh, wow.
And then they were transferred to more transvenous, which was kind of a standard for many, many years. But in the last few years, we've had a breakthrough in pacing technology. We are now pacing with capsulated devices, such as this, that can pace and sense the heart without wires.
Oh, wow.
So they're all inclusive. You have battery and computer within the small capsule, which can be delivered through the groin into the heart directly.
Oh, wow. Through the groin.
And so for the last 4 or 5 years, they've had single chamber devices. But the heart has 4 chambers and 2 upper chambers, 2 lower chambers. The upper chambers have to communicate with the lower chambers. So in order to do that, they had to devise a dual system. So the dual system just came about probably within the last 18 months to a year.
And you're one of the few physicians in the country that knows how to use this device.
Right. So I got training last year. I have been doing the single for about 4 years. And we did the first dual system in Victoria County a couple months ago.
And for those of us that aren't familiar with having a pacemaker in your body, how is this changing the game with your patients and the type of care you're able to give?
Sure. The standard devices required leads, and leads were the Achilles heel of device. With leads, you have issues with lead-lead interaction. You have the risk of infection.
Like wires getting crossed.
You have the risk of infection. They're difficult to remove. And you have the cosmesis. So you actually have a device with an incision so they can bleed and they see it visibly. With the leadless device, there is no real risk of infection. There's no lead-lead interaction. They can be removed, but most likely will never have to be removed. And infection is unheard of. And the cosmesis, right? You have a system that's within the heart, so a patient won't even see their device on a daily basis. They won't be reminded that they have a device. So soon it will become part of their body and they won't even think they have a pacemaker.
And at what stage of care does one typically need to have a pacemaker put inside?
Right, so pacemakers are there to maintain heart rate. So if your heart rate gets below a certain point and you have symptoms like shortness of breath, dizziness, passing out, fatigue, then they are useful and helpful to assist the electrical system to keep the heart pumping at the physiologic rate or normal rate.
I see. It's all coming together for me now. Pacemaker, pace tracker, pace manager, right? To help that heart beat at the right pace that's healthy.
That's needed for activity, for daily life, and even for exercise and exertion.
Well, we're very fortunate to have this technology here and your services. Thank you for providing services to Victoria for over 10 years now.
Yeah, so we've been coming to Victoria for 10 years. This is just the latest in many firsts. Everything that we've done from an electrophysiologic standpoint has been a first for Victoria, DeTar, and the surrounding county.
It's definitely adding light to a dark place. Thank you so much for that access to care.
Thank you.
All right, well, coming up, don't go anywhere. We hear more from our friends here